Welcome to Power Monday, where your Mondays will never be blue again. Hello everybody, good morning and welcome back to Power Monday, where your Mondays will never be blue again. As always, my name is Taufik, and for those of you who's tuning in for the very first time, Power Monday is ERA's original podcast where we bring in the best of the best in the industry to share their real life journeys, the strategies that kept them through, and the best practices for success. So if you guys are looking for your weekly dose of motivation, we're here for you every Monday, 10 a.m. And don't forget, we'll also be available on ERA Singapore Spotify and One ERA YouTube. Now, for today's motivational speaker, we have someone who has been excelling in his real estate career, and he also does consultancy work. He also does volunteer work, and more than that, he cherishes his role as a father of 3 beautiful girls and a loving husband, a loving son. So everybody, please welcome to the Power Monday studio, Ryan. Yeah.
Thank you, Taufik.
I'm trying to start.
That's a great introduction for the morning, and I'm so glad to be here in this studio. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. Okay, so I understand you're very busy. Oh, also I want to say happy birthday to your mother.
Thank you very much.
Same birthday, everybody. 4 September. Those of you who haven't wished, please WhatsApp me. I still accept birthday wishes. Okay.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much.
May all your dreams come true in ERA.
So how are you, Ryan? How have you been? What have you been doing?
I've been good. Recently been quite busy this week because they have a crypto event for the whole week. There's a lot of crypto activities going on. So
you've been attending the stuff.
Some of my friends have been inviting me to events. So it's like throughout the day, it ends up pretty late at night. It's a good opportunity to network with the crypto bosses, crypto funds, VCs. They're all in Singapore, coming for this event for the week, and then follow up by the F1. So it's like a good opportunity for me to get in the mix, to get to know more people. And, this is where the money is right now.
So it's not really real, as in crypto, does it have any connection with real estate?
Yes, it does. Okay, you see, sometimes when somebody, especially in the crypto space, when they made their money, they will want to put up a family office. They likely want to be an investor. They want to invest in real estate. So when they come to this beautiful city, Singapore, coming for this event, they like how everything works. It's so clean and safe, and it's so vibrant. And then they may put some money to work. And then the conversation may come up like, oh, how much does it cost to pick up an apartment? What's the tax rate here? Blah, blah, blah. And that could be an opportunity because these guys, they are making big money in the crypto space. So, it's nothing much putting something to work in Singapore.
I see. Yeah. Okay, so talking about busy schedule, right? We're going to talk about work-life balance today. Now, for me, because I am an ERA staff, so I have, I guess, I don't know entitlement is the correct word, but I only work Monday to Fridays, and then Saturday, Sunday I'm given time to rest. But for our ERA teammates, the real estate agents, they work around the clock, right? Depending on their viewing appointments.
Like a 7-Eleven.
Yeah, so based on what you just shared about going to all these events and then your real estate work and then with your family, your volunteer work and your other ventures, what does work-life balance from your lens? How would you explain it?
Everybody has a different definition of work-life balance. So to me, is how I see it is very simple. Something has to give. So there's always a sacrifice. I mean, if for me, I'm married. So my wife used to be a teacher. So she quit a teaching job, to be a full-time caretaker, a mother to our 3 beautiful daughters. So, I mean, that is very important to me. Without her support, without her being there for the kids, it's very hard for me to focus on my work, on the activities that I need to do. Because it's easy to talk about the work-life balance, but theoretically in our business, it's extremely difficult because whenever the client is free, it's likely, we will be busy. Yeah. And when they are working, we are prospecting. Yeah. So technically, if you want to be there to serve your client, you really have to be around the clock. A full-time agent, you have to be around the clock. You have to be very focused, and you not only have to be motivated, but you also have to put in ungodly hours sometimes just to make a deal happen.
Understand.
Which people don't see because it's always behind the scenes.
Understand.
Most people only see the glitz and the glamour. They don't see the the networking events, the day to day, the meeting of clients, how late it ends,
Correct.
etc. Yeah.
Correct. Because I mean, I'm doing full time and also studying part time, right?
Oh, that's great.
So I'm trying to find the work life balance. Can't find it. Don't know where. Cannot find.
Yeah, but I have this anecdote for you. Is the harder you work now, okay, the easier you get when you're older. The easier you get now, the harder you get when you're older. So you have to choose which one you want. You want to work very hard right now and you get it easy later on in life, or you want to be very easy right now, but you have to pay. Later on, it'll be very difficult. So everything has to give.
It's sometimes like a very long shot also. Like you don't know what your future holds, and then you want to like say, oh, I work very hard now, but then suddenly when you work hard already, and then after that it comes to the future, you just keep continuing to work hard. So like doesn't know where to stop.
Yes, but work ethic is very important. I mean, irregardless of whatever trade you do, if you put in the work ethic, and people around you, they will observe and they will see for themselves because, action speaks louder than words,
Correct.
whatever trade you do. So if they see that you're a hard worker and you really put in the effort, right?
Yeah.
Things will go well for you. I mean, not only in your studies, you do better, or even in your work, you get more opportunities. You can realize your full potential. Whether what the future holds, we don't know, because with the event of AI, they're talking about a fifth industrial revolution. A lot of jobs being displaced. I've been to China to see factories and stuff. Very huge factories, very few workers. Everything is automated. So I really don't know what it's like in the future. So for me right now, it's like whatever opportunities comes, I feel that we really have to take it seriously and do our very best, because we really don't know, when will this happen? The AI, how much jobs will they take from the market? Nobody exactly knows.
Yeah. So if you guys tune in to Christian's episode, we need to stop worrying about the future and start thinking about the now. That's what it said.
Yes.
Okay. So back to what you shared earlier about having a family support. So
Yes.
basically, work-life balance is not an independent thing. It's not a solo.
It's very tough to say it's
solo it,
solo.
yeah,
I mean, if you're a single person, no offense, I think it's a bit easier to have a work-life balance, because you could have time for gym, you can have time to plan. But when you have kids, right, it's like most of our time really revolves around the kids, because like they have to go to school, you have to pick them up from school, they have to go for classes, they have to go for have their meals, they want their entertainment, they want their time. If they have too much energy, they don't unwind at night, they get cranky, they can't sleep. So it's like somebody have to really take care of that. You can have a helper, but still the parent is still very important, still very responsible to be part of their life, participate in their life. So I see like, thankfully I have my wife to help on that.
Yeah. So is that something where you have to like sit down and have a discussion, or is it just like, I mean, maybe at the start, maybe, but like, has it become?
I wouldn't say a discussion. It's tensions. There are tensions. Yeah, because it's not easy thing.
Yeah.
It's and we may take the other partner for granted. It's like, okay, this is your role. But they also get a burnout. They also get tired, because it's not easy. It's very tough being a provider for the kids.
Correct.
So example, if we are monetary, you work, yes. But if you have to be there for them emotionally, spiritually, and everything else, they depend on you, they need you. It's very exhausting, because then, example, my wife, it's very hard for her to find time for herself. Maybe to even go and relax or meet her friends or do something she like. Because unless the kids is at school, then you have time to go and do something else. If not, it's tough. Then when the kids finish school, after school, they have certain work that they need to do for school.
Correct.
So sometimes the tutor can't accomplish everything. You still need to guide them.
Correct.
So that's quite taking up a lot of time. So it become like really a full-time job. It's tough.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also agree with you when you say singles they a bit easier. It's a bit easier. But also I feel like it also takes discipline. I mean, I'm single. I don't have discipline. As in terms of not in work lah. In work I have discipline.
Let me share with something.
Okay.
Maybe what someone once told me, that you need to do something for 14 days to create a habit. So if you have let's say you want to create a habit to do something. You just have to do small steps, do it every day. After 14 days, it will be auto.
Yeah.
It will become a habit, and that's a good thing.
But you also have to make it interesting every time.
Yes, correct.
Because I tried that. I heard of that. So I tried for 14 days and then it gets boring and I stop.
Yeah. You have to find a buddy. So
Buddy
someone to
or
motivate you.
Yeah.
A friend or a group. That's why social settings or group is very important because they give you the right impetus. So even in real estate, like if you have fellow producers and you keep in contact with them, you can motivate each other to produce more. Like, okay, what is this deal? I talk to my agent, talk it through, how you negotiate, how you talk, how you get the deal done, and meet them up for coffee. Even how late at night, 12 o'clock, 1 a.m., they're still meeting, 1:30. It's very late for a lot of people, but to us it's normal. But that impetus or that slight motivation or that slight encouragement may help, make it either they conclude the deal, or if not, it becomes a deal breaker. So these are things that is very important for us, to do these small things.
Yeah, and you need like time management and
Yeah.
very, very, very amazing organizations.
We need support.
So how do you do
Everybody needs
it?
Support.
How do you do it? Like you have like all these volunteer work. You volunteer with the church, your church, right?
Yeah, I'm teaching a Sunday class. Been teaching for 6 years really.
Wow.
I feel it's good because I get to become like a big brother for the children, for the boys and girls, and then get to meet more friends and expand my social network. And also, it's a good time for me to bond with my own children.
Yeah.
So after that, we can have breakfast together, and then after I send them back, then I can start my work. Maybe it's like from 1 to 8 on Sundays. I can go back and do my viewings, with my buyers and sellers. Yeah.
And you're also a part of a committee like your daughter's parents
yes.
committee?
So in my daughter's school, I'm part of the Central Parents Committee at CPC. So what we do is that we organize activities, games, workshops for the teachers and the students year round, every month. Every week there's something. So, I feel that as my CEO once mentioned, we have to be a giver. We cannot just take. We have to give. And the more you give, actually, the more you get back. So we have to have that mentality to try to give in whichever settings that we are.
Yeah.
So whether we are in a school setting, whether we are in a work setting, whether we are in a spiritual setting, we have to give, and then we can receive. If you don't learn to give, how do you appreciate what you receive? So that's why it's very important for me to volunteer in my daughter's school. So I also can use this time in my volunteer time. Sometimes I can see her during recess. Sometimes I can see her in the school hall. I get to know the teachers better. I get to know other parents better. I can understand the workings of the school, the curriculum, the needs and the wants. And this also helps, me bond with my daughter.
Correct. I was about to say,
And that's why I do what I do.
It shows her that you are
I'm sure
involved.
that I'm involved. I also show that I care. And, it's small things. And I get to meet a lot of other parents from different settings, different professional backgrounds, which also could or may help with the business, in the real estate business.
Yeah.
Because I don't go and just, befriend someone just to get a business. It comes naturally. Because when they know you as a friend and there's a trust being built and time spent together, and then people ask, what do you do? So when you tell them, I'm in the real estate business, I'm a real estate agent. So there's a bond, there's a bonding, there's friendship. And then they may say, I have a friend want to invest in this condo. Actually I have 2 condos, I have 3. What do you think is good? Because they feel that they can trust you.
Yeah.
So this could bring you extra business. So, that gives. So you see, you give your time and you get back something. Yeah, but it's not a trade. It's if it comes naturally. You can't demand for business. It has to come naturally.
Understand.
Like word of mouth, encouragement. That's why I help my daughter's school. And also, I also do, I serve in a committee for my university. So I've been serving for 12 years. Currently, I'm the president of the World Club Singapore, WCS. We are one of the oldest societies in the UK. And we have very prominent members in Singapore, including a member of parliament and very successful entrepreneurs, very important people, young and old. I feel this is very good because as I create networking events for all these people, I get to meet again a lot of highly successful professionals in their fields. In Singapore, in Malaysia, we have the club in China. We have it in Hong Kong. So if I need something in Hong Kong, I need something in China, I can reach out to my alumni. Like recently, I need something in the US, and I can reach out to someone from Exxon. He used to be the head, so he's in retirement. So I just have to give him a phone call, and then he say, "Buddy, what do you need?" I said, "I need you to put a line in for me. I need a favor." Then he said, "Okay, for you, I'll come out for my retirement, but don't tell my wife." So for alumni, it's like a club. They will do things for you because many years you know them, and it's like again, there's bonding. So this is how people get opportunities to advance their professional development, and also to build long-lasting friendships globally, worldwide. Because you never know when you may need a friend. Because I believe money is not the only hedge or not the only insurance. How much friendship, how much capital you have with your friends, how much capital you have when you need someone to really help you or to do something for you, and all this comes from favors. So it's whether people want to help you or not. It really depends, like how you treat people, how they have seen you, and whether they want to help you. So this is again important in the business world, because if we want people to take us seriously in our business, we also have to really think it through. Like we are not a transactional business. We're just one-off. If we want to build relationships with our customers, our clients, and they become our friends, then we need to put in more effort. So again, like clients will invite you for kids' birthday, housewarming and stuff like that. You cannot just send a hamper. You still have to go down for that 10-15 minutes to bond, because you never know. From there, you could get another 1 client or 2 clients. It's all these small steps that is not really being taught. Like basically how to be a person. These soft skills. This is like very important to build bonds or build business. It's not just something they teach you in a business school. They teach you a theoretical, but where does the capital come from? So, example, why do they say that the rich get richer? You ever wondered why?
No.
Okay, so it's nothing to do with inheritance. So inheritance, people can squander it. Okay, so what do the rich inherit? They inherit their parents' network. You see, so this network comes from where? It comes from social settings.
Correct.
It comes from the alumni.
Correct.
It comes from which groups you belong to, and the parents' social capital will become the kids' capital, and the kids can draw upon that for job opportunities, for network, for raising money, for business, for startups, for VCs. And if you don't know, if you don't have a true line in, sometimes a cold email doesn't work, because you need to know somebody. Or like the Chinese say 关系. And the US is the same thing. If you don't know anybody, you can't get half the door open. It's hard. You have to work maybe 10 years for someone to notice you. So if you really they can inherit this social capital, which is very important, which people don't really talk about. They always talk about the money.
No, me too. I'm one of those.
But money is not everything. It's it's something more than money, and these are very real, and you can't buy, because you need to use time to build this capital. It cannot be bought, and that's why it's so precious, because there's a very strong trust, and something that it is just a handshake, and people really will come for you. So I really think that's important, and that's why I was always taught to to treat my friends well, to treat people around me with respect, irregardless of their social hierarchy or position. Because in China, I learned that if you want to get through to the boss, you don't talk to the boss. You need to know who is his right-hand man. Because the right-hand man will whisper in the boss ear. And that's where you get the deal done. Because the right-hand man could influence the boss. The boss will seek his advice. So it's important that you treat everybody, because you never know who that person might become.
Correct.
When he becomes somebody, then you want to suck up to him. I think that's a bit too late. So try to be authentic, try to be real, and good things will come your way. And we just have to be ourselves. And everything will go well.
Understand.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So at that point when you want to join volunteer, when you want to do volunteer work at the church, is it a sign up? Do you sign up or something?
Actually, I was I didn't volunteer. One of my friends said, look, there's a shortage of teachers. Can you really come just for 1 day?
I see.
So 1 day become 2 days, 2 days become 1 year, 1 year become 6 years. Because once you start, it's very hard to stop. You know why? Because the moment you want to leave, they say not enough people. And then if you have a conscience and you have it in your heart, and then you feel like, if I step away, then how? They don't have people, so I have to stay. So it becomes like you have to be part of the routine. So everybody has the same 24 hours. So maybe we sleep less or we watch less TV, but we have to find that time. We have to find time to make some time for that important work that we do, which is volunteer work, or make time for our friends. Because in our line, right, we need to expand our network all the time. And prospect. What is prospecting? You cannot just go up to the street. Yeah, you give a flyer. Good if they talk to you, but we have to always go for more and more events to meet more and more people, because we are in a people's business.
Correct.
I always believe that digital is very good, but eventually they will meet a person face to face. So we are still a people's business, and we need to find ways to build that influence with the people. Just like a minister, he still have to knock every door. He still have to meet people. He cannot just rely on his branding to get voted in. People still have to meet him. They have to see his face. They have to feel his warmth. They have to feel his trust. And then they can give him the mandate. Okay, I'll appoint you. I'll vote for you. So it's the same for us. We need to have that influence. So that's why all these are very important.
Yeah, so the reason why I asked whether it was a sign up, because where I was going with that was actually I wanted to ask if it is like a sign up thing where you find this committee, you sign up, find this committee, you sign up, will it like cross, or do you think will it cross your mind like, if I want to sign up for this, then will I think about not having time for my work or for my life?
Okay, so for a lot of committees outside, right, you can't sign up. It's either you are voted in or you're chosen. So first you have to volunteer to do it well, and then people might say, oh, this is a guy, he seems very enthusiastic, he seems very warm, he has a good character. And then, example, in the school, the principal or the VP may interview you, and someone might pick you, and they say, okay, you have been chosen for this committee. Then you go through an interview panel, and then they say, okay, I think you are quite fit. Let's try to put you on the committee, because they don't want dead weight. You know what I mean? Like someone who takes the post for prestige or glamour but don't do anything. So it's the same for every committee outside. When we go through an election or we get chosen, right? It's just that we have to be very clear of what we are there for. We are there to serve. So I always believe that I'm there to serve on the committees, serve in whatever I do, and serve my agents, which I feel is called like a servant leadership. First, to lead, you must learn to serve. If you cannot serve someone, how do you lead them? Because we have to be by example. So if we talk a good talk, but our agents don't see us with the door knocking, our agents don't see us with the prospecting, our agents don't see us in the hustle and bustle in the street, then it's all talk. We cannot say that we did it before. We have to show them, and this is, I feel, it's like a servant leadership, because we are always serving.
Correct.
And then they will see, they will feel it. It's just like in army, they will do it together with you, and then we will see that, okay, then we know that, okay, we feel that bond, that is built. So this is very important. If not, how you want to motivate?
Yeah. Because most of the time, I feel like when they find themselves getting into something that they didn't expect, right? Then instead of like their mindset, I should serve, like what you said, they'll be thinking about, will I have time to do this? Then I guess if that's the case, then you're there for the wrong reasons.
50% or 70% of people sometimes, sorry if I offend, they may serve for the wrong thing. They may always looking for the benefit, which is not wrong, it's human. So every time we do something, we're always looking, how does it benefit me? What's my benefit? What's my benefit? What's my benefit? What's my benefit? But the problem is sometimes that before that benefit, maybe you should not, if you want to serve, you should not look at benefit, you should look at serving. And if that benefit comes, then good for you. But your heart has to be at the right place. If it's not at the right place, then maybe don't volunteer. Wait till you feel it's right, or do something that you feel meaningful to you. Maybe you could say plant a tree, maybe you say pick trash. Something that you feel resonates with you, then do it with your heart. But don't do something just for the benefit to be seen, or I want this post, I want this, I want that. It's the wrong reason. So end of the day, you may get it in the committee or the society, but what you don't get is the respect, because it was not earned, or people don't feel you.
Correct.
It's not real. So I feel it's important to be authentic. So again, if it's chosen for a role, I feel that, okay, then I have the mandate of the committee, the mandate of the members. Okay, then I go forth and do what is right. But if I feel that I'm inadequate, I cannot put that time, then I'll put it to the floor, like, okay, I've been very busy. I don't think I want to go through election, another 2 years, do you have a better candidate? You know, if you don't, then I will still stand. But you know, maybe the next round, if you have someone better, can we groom the next batch? Yeah. So you know, the continuity is very important. The new talent, we cannot just, you know, just want to hold all the posts forever, lah. You know, I mean, we have to always look at the future, the next generation.
Correct.
We have to inspire the next generation. That's very important to me because I'm always looking to develop talent, developing the next generation. You know, that's why I do training in ERA. Yeah, because I like to see new talent. I enjoy working with new talent, so I can meet you know, more people from different backgrounds, understand them, and also I'm always hoping and praying that they will succeed or do their best in their career, because a lot of them I know they are doing it for their kids, for their family, and we've been there, we've been in their shoes. So you know, we hope that we could be that extra motivator that give them the extra juice.
Correct.
You know, to succeed. Because the success and failure actually is very small line. People think it's a very big gap. Actually, it's not. It's just a very small thing. It's just that if you put in the extra 1 hour, if you knock the extra door, if you prospect the extra half an hour, maybe you could succeed. But maybe you stop, and that could be, you know.
It could be the turning point.
Yeah. So it's in everything we do, don't stop, don't quit, just be relentless, just continue. Because eventually it's a game of probability. You will succeed. Because if you knock doors, right, it's just a number game. How many you knock before someone say yes? Just like you call a phone, how many you call before someone say yes? You have to believe. You have to be optimistic. You have to be positive. Because we are entrepreneur. We have to own ourselves. We have to own our own business. So we have to make sure that we ourselves is in the right frame of mind, that we believe that tomorrow will be better.
I see.
Every day is going to get better and better and better. If we lost that belief, then I think it's very hard for us to be a successful real estate agent. Because we cannot afford to be negative. Negativity cannot creep in our mind because it will affect people around you. You know, and it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
We can lose money, but we cannot lose our confidence.
Oh my God.
Because confidence is very important. It's confidence that make people believe in you, that trust you. If you don't have that, right, people can see through you. And I met a lot of tycoons. I met a lot of successful billionaires. You know, when they sit across you in a table or a setting, you know, having wine, or they're sitting out with you, you can see the aura. You can see the confidence. The confidence doesn't come from their net worth. It is come from within. You know, that confidence, and it's a universal thing. Whether it's in Malaysia, whether it's in China, they have that aura, that confidence. That when they talk, that people will listen.
Yeah.
And when you have that aura of confidence, right, as a salesperson, you get your deals done. Become a producer. But how to get that confidence? Then you have to go for workshops, you have to go for programs, because first you have to tune yourself, you have to improve yourself every day. You have to improve bit by bit to make yourself better. We are always a better version of ourselves the next day.
Correct.
Not yesterday. Because we are never the best. We always have to keep improving, and till the day that we get what we want. But we still have to help others get that. Because if you are a guru, then you need to have a disciple. Right? Cannot be a master but you don't have a disciple. Then your skill set die with you. Yeah, so you always have to motivate the next generation. As a leader, I mean, with a lot of agents, this is what I believe. We have to motivate them to inspire a new generation that is under them, so that they also can achieve their dreams. So then you say, okay, then I did the right thing.
Correct.
So it's validated.
And then you see the fire in them, you also feel
it's
motivated
validated
again.
through their eyes, their success. That's very important because money cannot buy. So a lot of things in life, I think money cannot buy is experiences. You know, you see people succeed and you're being part of that. Money cannot buy that, right? Money cannot buy quite a lot of things actually. Money cannot buy. Money cannot buy genuine friendship. Money cannot buy loyalty. Yeah, so I believe I like to go for things that is priceless. You know, something that cannot be bought. Yeah, I can't be bought. So I prefer to go for things that, you know, that there is no number to it.
Okay, let's go back in time a bit more to your personal.
Yeah, sure, sorry. Yeah.
I want to know because what you mentioned just now about what it takes to be a real estate agent, right? So was this something that you really had in your mind when you first started in your career?
Frankly, I didn't want to be a real estate agent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So when I finished my army, I was 20 years old, and I was not very good. I didn't really focus in school. So my parents were real estate agents. Yeah. So my mom gave me an ultimatum. So she said that, okay, You either follow me, just
Yeah.
follow me and go for viewings, or you go and get a job and maybe in the shop and sell something. Yeah, I did many part-time jobs before. So she said, you have to, you have to do something. I mean, how are you going to create a career? How are you going to get married? I mean, what profession do you want to do? Do you have any idea? So if you don't, then just follow me. Because she says she's an average agent, but she say how much she make is definitely enough to raise a family or to buy a house, or So I was thinking, nothing to lose. So
Yeah.
I just went with the flow, and that's how I got into the real estate business. I have to thank my parents for that, because I think being in the real estate industry after all these years, 17 years, I've been in ERA for 17 years. I don't like to talk about numbers again, like, how many years you've been, 20, 25, 30. To me, actually, frankly, I feel it's immaterial, because everybody has starting from the same starting point every year, new or old. But 17 years, what do I learn is that I'm very grateful for this job. I'm very grateful to be an agent, to be in ERA, because it gave me what I have today. I have ability to buy a home, car, holidays, my kids, their education, things that I could otherwise never imagine having if I weren't a real estate agent. So, looking back, I think maybe that's one of the best things in my life, to be an agent.
So growing up with real estate agents, parents as real estate agents, then you get, I guess, maybe you get to experience or see firsthand how they manage their work-life balance. And is that how something you...
No, that's why I didn't want to be an agent.
Oh, because you thought they didn't have work-life balance.
Yeah, they don't have a work-life balance. And I felt like, I just don't want to go through this motion again. Like...
you know how
is
it
there
felt from
something
the other
better
end.
for me? Can I do something more? So I always have this thought in my head, like every year, even if I do better, I always feel like, is this the highest point for me? Will I be more than a real estate agent? Can I become an investor? Can I be a real estate developer? Can I, start my own private equity firm? Can I start different businesses? So COVID got me thinking, and that's why during that last few years, I did dabble in quite a number of businesses, and it was important for me, because at that point I really was again discovering myself. Whether this is all I've known my whole life. People in the trade, they can talk. I work in corporate 10 years, 15. I can't, because I only know this from day one. So I want to know is like what it's like at the other side. What it's like raising money for companies. What it's like to raise money from VCs, to sit with private equity people. How do they think? What's their methodology? How do they go through the metrics? How hard is it to start a company? How hard is it to raise revenue? So all this, thankfully I learned in the last few years, and it's important for me. I needed that. I really needed that to give myself that balance, and it makes me more experienced. It makes me better. So now I'm back in the real estate sphere. I feel I can do more for my agents, for myself, and I feel like I'm back, at 100%. And that's very important for me. If I didn't do all that, maybe I could make a lot more in the last 3 years. But then I wouldn't have that balance. So I needed that.
So what I get it from that is that the challenges of work-life balance is actually doubting yourself. Not asking enough questions of doubting what potentially you can do.
Correct.
Then you scared.
Correct.
Then that you miss probably like
because when I meet friends, I meet friends who, let's say they run a company, they sell 380 million. I meet friends, they sell a company for, let's say, 700 million, or they raise this. Then I always tell myself, could I be like them? Could I do this? Could I do that? And I don't want to live my life, later on in my life and look back 20 years. What if I did that? What would the outcome be? Because unknown. So to me, it's like I have to go into the unknown. I have to do what I need to do. If not, I will never get that balance. So I did what I need to do. So I have that balance now. So at least I can say, yes, I did start companies. Yes, I did raise money. Yes, I did get it from VCs, from private equity. I did go through the whole drill. I understand the other side of the coin, the game. Now I'm back in this phase. So if I talk to those people again, I can understand their side and my side now as an agent, or or as an investor, I have the best of both. So it's easier for me to talk their language, to understand. It's something that you can't just get it from a book. You have to experience it. So that's why it's important. You have to go and experience things. You have to live a life. You have to go and challenge yourself.
No what ifs.
There's no what ifs. You have to go and challenge. If you feel that you want to be a $1 million producer, then go and challenge and go and do it. Just have to do it.
Nobody's stopping you.
Nobody's going to stop you except yourself. We are our greatest enemy. When we look at ourselves in the mirror, that's the person to beat. That's the person, you have to convince that person. That person is you. Like what you want to do, what you want to achieve in your life. Only you can tell yourself yes or no. Nobody can tell that you cannot do this, you cannot do that. No. You yourself are the one that decide yes or no. Are you going to stop yourself or are you going to fly? Up to you. So, in our business, in the real estate business, yes, we can make quite a lot of money. But again, it's important to think of our mental health. Our not only mental, our physical health. All these three things, they have to be a balance. If not, there will be a burnout. I've seen some of my friends in other trades, they also have burnouts, and it's hard to recover from a burnout. So sometimes you have to listen to your body and listen to your mind, like what do you need. If you need a holiday, then you go for holiday. If you need
change in career,
change in career, if you can earn more money than a real estate agent, then okay. Because at the end of the day, we live in Singapore, and cost of living is very high, and we know this business well, and it's very tough to work in another trade that can make that equal amount of money. And that's why a lot of us still do what we do, excel what we do as a real estate agent. It's always come down to dollar and cents. It's tough because you can do what you love. Yes, if you have that security or that maybe you have an inheritance, maybe you have a trust. You can do what you love, but if you don't have, you still need to pay the bills. And if let's say this is your every month you need this X amount, and what other trade can give X amount? So you have to see. For us, as we have kids, we have mortgage, we have family needs to take care of, and it becomes harder and harder. We just have to do what we do and do it well, because we know in this business, you do it well, you get paid well. So that is the driver for us.
So having said that, do you think there's a separation between work and personal life, or is it just intertwined and you just have to live with it and figure out?
I wish there was, but sometimes I go on a staycation with my clients. They become my friends.
Okay.
And we bond, and that could give you a better sense, because it's very hard to make friends, at this late stage in your life. So clients become your friends, and if they have kids of the same age, then you have more common topics. And sometimes they say, hey, you want to go on a holiday together, you want to go on a staycation. So if you have a good feel with them, okay, then from there again, maybe on the holiday, if they are a lawyer or they are a business person, they will talk their business, and then we can listen, and then we can talk our real estate business, and then they will bring you into a social circle, their own kind of circle, and then it can benefit you. Because at the end of the day, we need people to invest or buy properties. We need to sell properties. We are a broker. We don't get paid for giving free advice. So again, all this helps us to get business. And one thing that I learned many years ago, which Oprah Winfrey said, which may resonate to people out there. Maybe you can see whether I'm right or not. What she said was, how much you earn per year is equivalent to what your 5 best friends are earning. So example, if your 5 best friends are all earning, let's say 200,000 per year, 200, 250, 200, 250, likely you're earning this range. If all your friends are earning $1 million per year, likely you're earning $1 million. If all your friends are earning 50,000 per year, likely you're earning 50,000. Your best friends. Why? Because if you're in a setting with people who are earning more, you get more opportunities to go and earn as much as them. So it's a trade-off. So that's why the social circles are very important. Because if you are with people that are industry leaders or making a lot of money, eventually you will get there, because that opportunities that keep coming to you every day, every week, every month, they are throwing in front of you so many opportunities. It's very hard not to become like them.
Correct.
Because too many opportunities around. But if you're someone that is not making that kind of money, likely they'll be complaining, they'll be upset with their life, they'll be like, everything goes wrong, I don't make this money, I'm this and that. Every 4 people around you, as your best friends, all saying the same thing, then you will go into that self-pitying mode. Yeah, and it's bad because
Terrible. I hate that.
why? Why? Because you have to do something to change your life. You see, one more thing I believe all of us are dealt with a different set of cards.
Yeah.
So let's say you're rich parents, you got better set of cards. Let's say your parents not that rich, not so good set of cards. But what's important in life is how you play these cards. Doesn't mean you have a good hand, you'll win the game, right? If you have a bad hand, but you know how to play the game, if you're patient to take your opportunities, take your chances, you will get there. You will win the game. It's a game of patience, skill, a bit of luck, but a lot of opportunities. It depends how you take it. So what kind of a player are you?
Yeah.
Some of people I know, yeah, they are super rich, yeah, billionaire children, yeah. But if they don't manage well, they don't play this game well, what will happen to them? Yeah, but you may not be that level, but you train your mind, right, and your body to take advantage of opportunities. You will get there, but you will get there on a more stable foundation,
Understand.
which can build. So that's very important.
Yeah.
Because there's no shortcuts to success. You have to put in the work. You want a quick fix. Don't have. You have to.
You can get it, but it won't last.
It won't last because fast money. If you do something to get fast money,
you don't know what to
I
do
did
with
it before. Where when I was younger, you come and go, easy come, easy go. So if you make big money fast, it goes off very fast. But if you work hard for your money, and then you know how hard is it, and then you will take it properly to invest, to build,
Yeah.
and that's important. So you are building on a stronger foundation. I think foundation is very important for family, for career, for friendship. Everything has to be a solid foundation. If it's the foundation was built not solid, just
Then.
maybe soft or fake, it won't last long. It crumble. That's why Singapore, comes back to Singapore. We built on a very solid foundation, and then the whole world, everybody wants a piece of Singapore, a piece of Singapore real estate, And thankfully for us, we are real estate agents, and then we have this opportunity to give this piece of Singapore to the people of the world that is coming here.
Yeah.
And then through this, we get paid. So I think it's a wonderful a job that I have.
Yeah.
Not only to be a PR for Singapore, but for the whole Singapore, to help Singapore, position ourselves in all the things that we want to do well, and then we can get all this foreign money here. We are helping the government, helping us to become more secure.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. So I'm very happy that I'm doing this job right now.
So doing what you've done now for many years, do you think your ideology on work-life balance before you started your career and now, is it same or different? Do you get a better understanding? Because usually when people just say work-life balance, or I separate my personal work, I don't talk about my something like that.
A couple of years back,
yeah,
it was pretty bad for me because I'll just spend most of the whole day doing my work outside. I only come back late at night when my kids sleep.
Oh.
So I'll just expect my wife to do everything for me. It's only the last 2 years, I think I've changed a bit. So I try to, at least wake up early in the morning to send the kids together with her. So I can eat breakfast with her, hopefully like 1 week, 3 times. I try to see if I have time in the afternoon. I can go with her and pick the kids. If can't, I try to make sure I come back at night. If there's no networking events, to try to come back to at least see them before they go and sleep. So these are the changes I've made in the last 2 years. But prior to this, I'm just whole day working. I just come back at night and they're already sleeping. So that's, if you ask me, I think this new me or the new change, I think it's important. I'm trying to find that balance. I'm still searching for it. Yeah. And it's hopefully, these small steps, because you cannot get it straight away.
Yeah.
But these small steps helps me to at least build better relationships with my children. Because very fast they're getting older, and I want to build like I talk about a lot, relationships, social relationships here and there. But if I fail to even build relationships with my children, then all the talk again is empty. Because outside I look very good with the societies, with my alumni, with this and that. Everybody looks at me like, wow. But at home, it's like maybe my kids, I don't have a relationship with them. I don't want that. Because that is the most important, is my family. So I need to like double, triple, 5 times my effort on my kids. I have to really put in that work. Because if I can achieve the whole world for them, I cannot bond with them, then again, I think I don't have chance to retrieve this situation. So, my eldest is 9, second is 6, last is 3. So I have to really put in more effort, because this is the crucial point for me. this is the point of no return. I have to build that relationship.
You won't get it. God
I
those years
won't
back.
get it back. Even how much money I have, I cannot get it back. That relationship, I need to get it with my kids. I want to build stronger relationships with them. So, I'm improving day by day. So I feel that is the balance that I'm trying to get. But it's good to have like one day off. So I'm trying to play with my time to see if every Monday I can take an off day. Like I don't work. Like completely.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that is okay because Monday is a bit of a low season for real estate. I have some friends, they don't work on a certain day. I think it's good to have one day you don't do anything because you can really give yourself or your whole family the whole attention they deserve. It's very important. Yeah. Because I watched one story one day and it got me tearing. It's quite sad. So I do consultation. I charge by per hour. Okay, so
Are you charging me?
No, I'm not charging. It's free.
I feel like I
No.
I got consulted
I
also.
was watching this story and it made me cry. I was quite sad because I think the dad was a consultant or a lawyer, some high flying executive. And then the son always want to talk to him. Say, wait. I don't have time. I'm busy. One day the son took I think it was the piggy bank with the money, say in the US or something, and just gave it to the dad. I want to buy your time.
Oh.
So when I saw that, I was like, I hope it don't happen to me or my children because it makes me very sad. Like,
Yeah. Because you're chasing money and then you have your children who
because they
is
will say
willing
like,
to pay you.
It means I know that how much you're worth, your time. Okay, I'll pay you. And you just give me the time. So that's very
It shouldn't be that
yeah,
way.
it's very sad.
Oh, don't cry.
So
right?
that's a very emotional part for me because it's like we can achieve all we want, but if we cannot get that bond with the children, that's a big problem.
Knife to the heart.
Yeah, that's something that I think successful people they struggle with that because you don't have, you can't buy time. So that's the problem, with things.
Yeah.
So you have to find that balance. It's very elusive. So
And it's very difficult.
I'll
So
try to find it.
before we end the episode, do you have any final advice for those who are like you, still searching? So like you mentioned earlier, make smaller steps, dabble into your time in your day off, see what works for you. So other than that, what other advice do you have?
Okay, it's again come back into facts, right?
Yeah.
The balance is important, but I feel you should get that balance after you get your success. Okay, why? Because if you don't get that success, you need to work very hard to get that success first. Then you have the balance, but you don't have the success. It's hard because in a real estate business, you need that success to get the money to do all the activities that you need to do. It costs money.
Correct.
To maintain first before you can have the balance. Because if you balance first, right, then later on, it's very hard to get the success. Because we need to really overdrive it to get the success. You have to reach deep. When you get everything, you get the success, then you can slowly pace yourself. But first, for the first few years, you really need to charge. You really need to push. Because this business, it's how much you give the business, how much the business give you back. It's a very fair business. If you put in like 1,000%, the business will return you back 1,000%. If you put in 50%, it will return you 50%. If you say 1 week I work 3 days, I put in 30%, it return you 30%. There's no such thing as this business will give you back more.
Yeah.
Because our real estate business is very fair. Those that really get a lot, they put in almost all their time. So I feel that for newcomers or new agents or people who are trying to get that success, you have to give it your all first, get that success first. Once you get it, you feel a bit stable already. Then you try to get your work-life balance in order, because you can afford to breathe a bit, take your time off, because you have some savings or some balance. Then you can really, okay, let's go and find some balance, or maybe let's go to a gym, let's go for some fitness class, let's go every 3 months, go for a staycation. You find that balance. But you haven't get the money yet, right? I think don't balance first lah.
Yeah.
Because later you too balance, then very hard. Because our mind, right? Okay, you see, when I don't know if I have time for this. When we go for a holiday, right? The problem is why I don't really like sometimes to go. Maybe for me lah. When you come back, right, it takes me at least 2 weeks to really get back into the mood.
Oh yeah.
Because you're still the brain, the mind is still in the holiday mood. Like I'm here, but maybe I'm still in the beach, I'm still in the resort. I still not yet go back, adjust to the rigor. And our business, right? We need to be 100% in the rigor. We cannot like switch off, switch on. If we are on, we are on. We're on. We are really chasing. You can sit down and the exhaustion. Some of them will know, like, wow, this month push until very tired, but pushing and pushing. Then when the time you take a rest, right? Okay, you really rest. But when you want to start the engine again, it takes time, man.
It takes time. Yeah.
That's the thing. You have to really go for it first. Then you can slowly pace. If not, tough. Because we are not really a 9 to 5. You can't really balance out so easily.
Yeah.
Maybe I would say if you really must balance, then maybe once a week go jogging or play a sport you like. But you cannot keep your eye must be on the ball, which is on the business.
Yeah.
You have to be always game mode. You cannot switch off the mode.
It has to be really balanced, lah. You cannot be like.
Sometimes some people you get the success and then they say, oh, I think I'm a super successful boss, and then they start to do a lot of other activities that actually didn't bring them their success.
Yeah.
All the things they stop doing, and suddenly they don't realize, but actually all the income is dropping. Because we are entrepreneur, but the difference with us that we every day have to still work to get the business. Like if you are boss of a company, you have workers that are working for you. But unless you have a team working for you, if not, you work for yourself, you really have to work every day. You don't work, right? There's no money coming in. Correct? Because our business is ourselves.
Correct.
It's not a shop that people go and buy things online. We can sleep, they buy things. If we sit at home, then unless they buy virtual, if not, no business.
You miss all your viewings, all your closings.
And we need to meet people, because you don't meet people, how do I connect with you? How do I bond with you?
Network, referrals, all that.
Yeah, all comes there,
Yeah.
everything. Then we have to link them up with the bankers, and sometimes you link this person, after you forgot about them 4 days, you have to go back again.
Yeah.
Then what did I talk to them? What did I say? So you're keeping warm like 3, 4, 5 people. Then whose time do you want to give the time first to bring viewing? Is it A, B, C, D, or E?
Yeah.
Then what if you bring B and C? They never buy in 1 month, but A and D buy already. You lost 2 already. So who do you bring? Let's come to another part. So again, how to balance the time, because we have to get the deals first. Then later you can balance lah. But maybe you don't have much deals, you can go and balance.
It all boils down to what you want in life, basically.
Correct.
What you want, what you desire, what you want to be, what kind of person you want to be. Then that's how you figure out your work-life balance.
True. But I want to be like you. I want to go on a holiday. I want to relax a bit. Because I know your birthday went holiday. I hope I can go holiday on my birthday.
When's your birthday?
This year my birthday, I was doing acceleration class. I was teaching.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
Yeah. So I hope next year my birthday I can, I'm telling Taufik this so they don't schedule me. Just pretending a bit lah. Yeah. So yeah, I hope on my birthday I'll be away. Relaxing.
Have fun.
Yeah, it's always good to relax.
Find your balance there.
Yeah, it's find your balance.
Yeah.
And everything will go well in life.
All right, Ryan, thank you so much for joining us in the studio and for giving such really, I think, one of the best episodes I've ever done.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate being here.
First time I have a speaker almost tearing.
Yeah, it's
You mean sincere?
Yeah, it's very sincere lah. Touch my heart. I always like to speak the truth, and I don't like to put filters, because I feel that I just want to be as real as I get, and that's very important to me. Because if I put filters around people I talk to, then technically I won't treat them as friends, because it's a different image I'm putting up. So I try to be, it's a sharing session, so I just try to be as real as I can.
Yeah,
and that's very important.
Yeah.
And if I offended anybody, I'm sorry about that.
No,
but I hope everybody have different opinions, and that's what makes us very exciting people. We have so much different opinions, and hopefully we all can agree that work-life balance is important, but to what degree, that we have to set it on our own.
So remember, guys, work-life balance, does it have to be balanced? More work, more life? Nobody knows. Only you know. Depends on what you want in life, the type of person you want to be.
Yes.
So guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Power Monday. If you guys are looking forward to more powerful episodes, remember, we will be here every Monday, 10 a.m. So keep a lookout for more exciting episodes. Remember, your Mondays don't have to be blue again. Stay positive, stay empowered as we continue to rise by raising others, and bye-bye. See you next time.
See you. Bye.
Power Monday, where your Mondays will never be blue again.